Everything was like wrong.
Yeah.
You know, my relationship with my wife was wrong. Relationship with my kids were wrong. My business life was wrong. Like nothing was right. She was like, dude, that's Marcus from when I met him in college. Like he's the larger than life, like cool, not angry, not judgmental, just like, hey, I'm here. She said it literally like rewound years. And so the frustration was just through the roof. I'm like 3 years out now, 2016, you know, drinking heavily, getting behind the wheel, not giving a fuck about anything, not really having any friends that I hung out with. Amber started me at that time, started looking at some brain clinics because like I was just really like struggling with everything. Like,
yeah, I read your article in Time Magazine, which was really good, by the way, and we'll link it below in the description for everybody to check out. But in there, it was saying that it sounds like you weren't even in the moment, present.
Oh gosh, no, I was everywhere else.
Getting lost, taking your daughter to volleyball, drinking,
forgetting to pick up the kids from activities. Friends would have to pick them up. I'd be too drunk. Yeah, all of it. Doing simple tasks at the house, you know, putting lights on the trees or simple like problem solving. I just couldn't figure it out. Get super frustrated, throw shit, be impulsive. The kids started getting real distant from me because I was just being, you know, I was being, like you said, I wasn't present. I was angry. Nothing was right. Nothing anybody can do was good enough. You know, Amber and I were just not good. Like we were talking about before, you know, the badgering, the back and forth, the condescending conversations. You know, we never did anything for ourselves. Yeah, it was, man, it was a struggle. And again, the lack of any type of network of people I wanted to hang out with. And some of the ones that I did hang out with was, you know, shallow.
Yeah.
It was shallow. So I think it was 15 or 16. It was 15. It was 14 that started going to like other brain clinics. So I went to the one, then I went to a second one in Dallas, and I went to a third one in Southern California. Then I went back there. I was just trying to get answers. Like what's going on? Like, am I supposed to live like this for the rest of my life? You know? And I really wasn't getting any answers. I was just getting, like, they would change my meds. Like, oh, you're on bupropion now. Let's put you on Lexapro, or, you know, Cymbalta, or, you know, you're on Provigil. Let's put you on Nuvigil, you know, and, oh, you're taking 5 milligrams of Adderall. Let's put you to 10. And, you know, Ambien's not working. Let's do the other one. And like, it was never like, let's just take you off this and figure out what's wrong. Let's just keep putting Band-Aids on everything and try to figure out, I don't know, just to get you normal. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Right.
I never went to a brain clinic. I had signed up for several of them, and then I always just, I don't want to know because there is no cure.
Yeah. No. And, that's the scary part is when they tell you, like, you know, by the way, here's a volume of your brain, and like, see this part over here or over here, like, it's not, you know, it's not working like it's supposed to. And you got all the biomarkers for major depressive disorder, alcoholism, bipolar 2, I got diagnosed with. You know, just, it was scary as shit.
Yeah.
Because like, then you start reading more and you start understanding that you're 40 years old, 39, and you're having problems with your brain.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when I'm 50? You know, our son was starting to act up a little bit at that time, and probably because I wasn't present. And we had so many issues with him. And, you know, I had, you know, several occasions where I had to like put him to sleep, literally.
Damn.
Once at the house, once at the police station. It was just a fucking nightmare. Everything happened. There was like nothing was falling into place. Everything was like wrong. Yeah. You know, my relationship with my wife was wrong. My relationship with my kids were wrong. My business life was wrong. Like nothing was right. And when I say wrong, not wrong, it was bad. It was just nothing was clicking. Everything was, I felt like why am I doing this? Like, what the fuck is the purpose for all this? Like, you're supposed to be good now. Like, you're not. There's no hope. Nothing's working. Life sucks.
Yeah.
And like you guys would be so much better without me. And I remember telling her that so many times. Like, you guys would be so much happier. Like, you'd get over it. You would, you'd be sad, but like you'd live a happy life. You'd find somebody that's like nice to you and treats you well and doesn't act like this. And the kids would have somebody that is just not complete mess and a nightmare, and it would be good. And I would be gone, and then everybody wins.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt for a while. And Amber was like, honestly, she was like, fuck that. She said, I've never quit on anything, and I'm going to figure this out. There was a SEAL that spent who was really bad, like struggling bad. Went to the jungle for a couple weeks and did multiple sessions of ayahuasca therapy. Completely changed his life. Became an amazing human being. I freaking love him to death. He's like the coolest person you ever want to hang out with.
Is this who we were talking about last night?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's amazing.
To even hear that come out of your mouth is
pretty
insane.
Cool. He went from being literally probably in the worst place ever to the best place ever. And then he had to take that back with him to the States. And he learned Kundalini yoga while he was down there. And that helped him just continue on the success he's at now. And now he's an amazing individual, helping like everybody. So Amber was working with him and a doctor at the time. And then, behind the scenes, they basically got the money together, and they were able to get me to one of the retreat centers. And I went kicking and screaming because, like, probably like you, I grew up, kid on Long Island, went to all boys Catholic high school, drank some beer, never did drugs, didn't even know what really they were.
Yeah.
And so for me, all drugs were bad. Psychedelics. They were crazy, right? Counterculture, 60s, Woodstock. So when I heard about this, I was like, this is nuts. Like most of the guys, that are going through this treatment are the same way. A lot of them that haven't done the research, they hear about it and they go, this is fucking crazy. But what they do is they trust that like 10 of their other friends went and gotten better. So they say, well, I trust you. So like, I'll go. So I did my research. It took me about a year. No, it was less than a year. I think Amber was working on this for a year, but by the time it got to me, it was a couple months. Like, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. I wind up finally saying yes because I was tired. When Amber saw me for the first time, the morning after I did my experience, woke up, finally I was like, after 13 hours of puking and getting my ass kicked, literally, she was like, dude, that's Marcus from when I met him in college. Like, he's the fucking happy-go-lucky quarterback, larger than life, like cool, not angry, not judgmental, just like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
She said it literally like rewound years before I got to the teams.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.